Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another guide of Survivalist Invisible Strain. This is a top 5 melee weapon guide. For those of you who are new to the channel and or new to Survivalist, please consider dropping a like on the video if you enjoy it. Consider subscribing. It really does help the channel grow. And this is a top 5 video, so just my personal opinion. If you have a different melee choice of weaponry, feel free to drop it down below in the comments. Hey, don't come at me now. This is just, this is just some of my favorite hand-to-hand combat CQC weapons when it comes to Survivalists. And y'all might flame me in the comments for my decisions, but it's what I like to use personally. But just like always, I don't want to waste too much time, so let's get straight into the video. The first weapon I'm going to be covering is the baseball bat. Now with the baseball bat, you can craft a spiked baseball bat. There is a difference. With the spiked baseball bat, the damage is 80%, the fatigue is at 8%, which means your mobility, your stamina, and how much it consumes. And then the range of the weapon is at 2.3 meters. It does not require any nails, just a workbench and a baseball bat. You do not even need points in construction, which makes this a deadly first pick as a melee weapon, in my personal opinion. Baseball bats rarity is very common, so once you find one, and if you find a workbench on the side of the house and or craft your own, spike bats can last you from early game, mid game, and into the late game with higher skill set points. I personally love it. Thanks to a viewer for recommending me using spiked bats, because I really didn't notice a difference until I noticed the difference. Difference in damage, different swings and combinations. It takes out legs in 1 to 2 hits. And here you can see me demonstrating on different strains and zombie types within the game. Here we have the red strain. Be careful with red strains and white strains. They do like to tackle you midair. You can parry it, but not all the time with specifically red and white strains. It depends on your fitness. But as you can see here, with a few swings, the bat takes them out. Now with the white strains, we have a parry on him. We hit his legs twice for him to be paralyzed. And then we have 1, a kick, 2, 3 shots to the head with the baseball bat spiked, and they are down. Next weapon I personally like to use, we're gonna place this at number 2, is the machete. The machete damage does 96%. The fatigue is still at 8%, and the range is lower at 2 meters. So, however, with sacrifice in range, you make up for in damage. Again, here you can see me demonstrate the machete with different types of strain: green, blue, red, and white strain. I'm not going to cover invisible strains in this guide because I want to keep it short and concise. I also think that invisible strains are a tad bit more mid to late game, depending on the percentage you have within your settings of how much they grow between the time. Here with the white strain, got a parry on the machete, another parry midair. Took about a few hits to break their legs, and then a little frame drop there, but we got 2 hits with the headshot and they are down. So 3 hits headshot with the baseball bat, 2 hits with the machete. Now next, this is what y'all gonna flame me on, guys. Don't come at me in the comments for this, but I'm placing The Katana at number 3. So we still got 2 more weapons to cover. So the Katana, it does significantly a lot more damage at 160%. The fatigue is still at 8%, so it is, has that weight on it. However, the range is a bit longer at 2.5. Now, trust me guys, I love the Katana with all my heart. But there's a couple of items that I do prefer over the Katana. And here you can see me demonstrate the Katana with different strains of zombies. I love the Katana based on its combinations and the sort of hits you can do with it. The range it has. Red to white strain zombies tend to, dodge your movement, so be careful with that, and they tackle you. But the Katana is a really great weapon. You can craft katanas mid to late game, so you don't have to look for them within the world. It used to be my top favorite melee weapon within the game. Here you can see me demonstrate the Katana in a green strain filled town with a couple of NPCs assisting. Love the Katana, but after using some of these melee weapons, I chose to place these higher than the Katana. Again, don't come at me in the comments. I'm just telling you how I came across this conclusion. But at spot number 4, we have the golf club. Now, the golf club does less damage than the Katana at 80%, and it's also less damage than the machete. However, the fatigue now is at 6%, and the range is still at 2.5 meters. With this fatigue decreasing by 2%, you do notice a tremendous difference. You're able to swing more hits within a certain amount of time. Combination movements, mobility movements. It's like the best of both worlds between the machete and the Katana. It has that range of a Katana, but it has the damage of a machete, roughly. However, with the fatigue, you're able to get more hits in without getting tired. So because you're able to get more hits in compared to the machete, baseball bat, and/or Katana, you can rack up that damage at a faster rate. So I really do love the golf club, and I'm going to start advocating for the golf club. The rarity of a golf club as well is very rare. So keep that in mind. And I'm not sure if you can craft it or not. I didn't double check. But if anybody knows if you could craft a golf club without mods, just straight vanilla on sandbox or story mode, please let me know down in the comments. I haven't done my research on that yet. And/or I don't know if that information is out there. So y'all let me know. As well, there are different types of the golf club and of the Katana. For the golf club, we have the Elite Golf Club. So that one does 160 damage, which is what the original Katana is. But then you also have the Elite Katana. It's still at 6% fatigue with 2.5 range. The super light hollow titanium body construction delivers a masterful combination of power and accuracy, making this the perfect choice for the golfing professional or anyone in a zombie apocalypse situation. And then we have the Elite Katana, or Antique Katana, an ornament ceremonial katana that was once worn by a samurai in Edo period Japan. Despite being used primarily for decorative purposes, it is very, very sharp. Yes. The Antique Katana has 240 damage. However, it's at 8% fatigue and range is still at 2.5. So the Antique Katana is one shot, one kill on white strains. It's crazy. Especially if your skills, like hand-to-hand and your fitness, are at higher levels, mid to late game. Last but not least, my top 5 favorite melee weapons of all time. Some of y'all may have guessed it. A lot of y'all, may be disappointed. but I give it to the hunting knife. The hunting knife has multiple purposes. 1, 2, it's great for mobility and stamina management. 3, you can skin with the hunting knife. So after you kill a zombie, you can skin rancid meat off that zombie and then use it as bait to bait out other zombies. With the hunting knife, you can also have your enemies in a stun lock. And it wears less on fatigue. The only issue with the hunting knife is it doesn't do much damage. But as you increase your skills mid to late game, you'll start doing more damage with the hunting knife. And it can get you out of certain situations you may not have known that you needed to get out of. And here you can see me demonstrating the hunting knife on all different zombie strains with the exception of the invisible strain. And you can also assassinate and sneak with the hunting knife. Assassinations are very key in this game. I absolutely love the hunting knife. It's always been my favorite. It's been between Katana and hunting knife for the longest, but now the golf club is definitely at my number 2 spot. So we have the baseball spiked bat at number 5, the machete at number 4, the katana at number 3, the golf club at number 2, and then for the number 1 spot, we have the hunting knife. Now, that is all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you learned anything new, please drop a comment, let me know. Or if you enjoyed this video, consider giving a thumbs up and like the video. It really does help the channel grow. And consider subscribing if you're new to the channel or new to Survivalist. And if you're already subscribed, consider turning on post notifications so you can get notifications when videos like these are dropping. But that's all, guys. I hope y'all having a good month and a good start to your new year. And remember, guys, no matter how you read it, I am still just me.